Same with
Yeah.
paper towels or toilet paper, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But when it comes into more critical spares, then things can get more and more important. So, for instance, we were talking before about tires, right?
Yeah.
Or if you talk about, the spare parts related to air conditioners,
Yeah.
right, in a hotel, that kind of stuff. What you don't want to have to do is, you may not have a lot of turnover for them, but they might be considered critical spares to your business, meaning
Yeah.
that if something goes wrong and I need that spare part, I want to make sure I have one in stock, right?
Right.
I'm going to have to purchase another one to replace it, to replenish it. But I
Yeah.
want to make sure that I always have at least one, right?
Right.
So
Right.
that I can fix the air conditioner,
Yeah.
and then I've already got a purchase active for another one to replace it,
Right.
right? So maintaining those stock levels, right, these minimum
Yeah.
values, is kind of determined by the operation. Those are settings that you make. But if you
Yeah.
want some help, on figuring out how to change the minimum stock levels, which one should have minimums, then you do an ABC analysis on your stock,
Yeah.
right? That'll help you. But in terms of consumption itself, you can also look at the forecasting. If you've got planned activity, right? The best predictor is, what is your plan for consuming
Yeah.
the stock,
Right.
right?
Right.
Like you can't predict how often you're going to get a flat tire, but you can predict how often you're going to do an oil change.
Yeah. Or replace the tires after a certain amount of kilometers, or the depth
Tread depth.
of the. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So that's more predictable than
But
actually
it's next to impossible to forecast exactly how long that's going to be.
Yeah.
And you don't want a warehouse full of spare tires. You want to have enough to deal with flats or bald tires,
Right.
right?
Right. Right.
So that those vehicles are not out of service any
Yeah.
longer than they need to be. But things like having oil on hand and filters and that kind of stuff, other
Yeah.
critical spare parts,
Yeah.
they're important to keep your operation running.
Yeah. That is what I like about what you're mentioning here is that sometimes perhaps there's a perceived pressure that actually, oh my God, something else I have to think about.